1944 I picked up the tale of Chavel and Janvier. I must have thought it an idea which had just come to my mind. And yet I can only now suppose that those two characters had been working away far down in the dark cave of the unconscious while the world burnt. The unexpected return of the 10th man from the archives of MGM led also to a search in my own archives, where I discovered copies of two more ideas for films, and these may amuse readers of this book. The first idea, not a bad one it seems to me now, though nothing came of it, was called Jim Braden and the War Criminal. Here is how the outline went, a not untimely story even today, with Barbie awaiting trial. 2. There is an old legend that somewhere in the world every man has his double. This is the strange story of Jim Braden. Jim Braden was a high-grade salesman employed by a breakfast cereal company in Philadelphia, a placid, honest man who would never have injured anything larger than a fly. He had a wife and 2 children whom he spoilt. The 1941 war had affected him little, for he was over 40, and his employers claimed that he was indispensable. But he took up German. He had a German grandmother, because he thought that one day this might prove useful, and that was the only new thing that happened to him between 1941 and 1945. Sometimes he saw in the paper the picture of Schreiber, the Nazi inspector general of the concentration camps, but except that one of his children pretended to see a likeness to this Nazi, nobody else even commented on the fact. In the autumn of 1945, a captured U-boat commander confessed that he had landed Schreiber on the coast of Mexico, and the film opens on a Mexican beach with a rubber dinghy upturned by the breakers and Schreiber's body visible through the thin rim of water. The tide recedes, and the land crabs come out of their holes. But the hunt for Schreiber is on, for the crabs will soon eliminate all evidence of his death. The push for post-war trade is also on, and Braden is dispatched by his firm for a tour of Central and South America. In the plane he looks at Life, which carries the story of the hunt for Schreiber. His neighbour, a small, earnest, bespectacled man full of pseudo-scientific theories, points out the likeness to him. "You don't see it," he says. "I doubt whether one person in 10,000 would see it, because what we mean by likeness, as a rule, is not the shape of the face and skull, but the veil a man's experience and character throw over the features. You are like Schreiber, but no one would notice it because you have led a very different life. That can't alter the shape of the ears, but it's the expression of the eyes people look at." Apart from the joking child, he is the only person who has noticed the likeness. Luckily for Braden, and for himself, the stranger leaves the plane at the next halt. Halfway to Mexico City, the plane crashes, and all lives but Braden's are lost. Braden has been flung clear. His left arm is broken, he is cut about the face, and he has lost his memory from the concussion. The accident has happened at night, and he has cautiously, for he is a very careful man, emptied his pockets and locked his papers in his briefcase, which, of course, is lost. When he comes to, he has no identity but his features, and those he shares with a dead man. He searches his pockets for a clue, but finds them empty of anything that will help him, only some small change, and in each pocket of the jacket, a book. One is a paper-covered Heine, the other an American paperback. He finds that he can read both languages. Searching his jacket more carefully, he discovers a wad of $10 notes, clean ones, sewn into the lining. It is unnecessary in this short summary to work out his next adventures in detail. Somehow he makes his way to a railroad and gets on a train to Mexico City. His idea is to find a hospital as quickly as he can, but in the washroom at the station he sees hanging by the mirror a photograph of Schreiber and a police description in Spanish and English. Perhaps the experiences of the last few days have hardened his expression, for now he can recognize the likeness. He believes he has found his name. His face takes on another expression now, that of the hunted man. He does not know where to go or what to do. He is afraid of every policeman. He attracts attention by his furtiveness, and soon the papers bear the news that Schreiber has been seen in Mexico City. He lets his beard grow, and with the growth of the beard he loses his last likeness to the old Jim Braden. He is temporarily saved by Schreiber's friends, a group of fascists to whom Schreiber